So the minerals, the sodium, potassium malose, that means we do need to recharge your adrenals. What we're gonna do is to take sea salt. You can actually put in a little bit of water, lemon juice, and drink it. You can, don't be scared to use some salt, sea salt. It can be Himalayan, it can be regular sea salt. There is plenty of ideas whose salt is better. There are salt battles between the people who provide the salt for us. It's just like, it's another rabbit hole. So just use good quality sea salt. If you fancy Himalayan, you can do Himalayan, just regular will work. And potassium is a little bit, if I like, I'm not even going where I was going, but potassium is better. Like the coconut water is really good. The avocados, you can Google the potassium-rich foods. You can play with those. I talk about in one of my videos, you'll get to this. You can look at all of the recipes that I'm sharing in the program. Also, I would probably add some potassium drops that, I like to do the minerals in drops because you can, what I really do in the morning, I just do, I just get a glass of water and then just mix a lot of different liquids in there and just take one glass, and it's going to be like minerals, sometimes vitamins, sometimes something else. So you don't have to go and just a lot of them. I'm gonna, according to our test, I'm gonna show you a lot of, like, I'm gonna give you suggestions of what we should do. Okay. And I would add liquid potassium to that. But when we get to the whole protocol, you'll see where. Iron and copper, there is really good ideas. Like we cannot really look at the legitimacy of iron in the hair test. Have you ever have problems with anemia or anything like that?
Not that I know of, but I do notice when I, am on my menstrual cycle that I feel that much more tired, probably because the loss of blood. So I try to take supplements during that time.
Yeah. Yes, the iron, and a lot of times the iron, if we have any type of problems with liver and that's not working to full capacity, it's not making protein called ceruloplasmin, and the copper first getting a little bit lodged in the liver and the brain. And copper, we needed to move iron. So basically the iron, it's not like you super lacking of it a lot of times, but it's not getting recycled. Sometimes you do lacking iron. And, when we do the whole protocol, we'll see how you feel after that, because it usually takes care of the problem.
Okay.
Manganese, but the level of the minerals show us a little bit that absorption is not very well established. So what it can mean, you're in a hurry when you eat. There can be H. pylori in the stomach, and H. pylori lowers acidity of stomach, so the food that getting digested. Your phosphorus is fine though, so I wouldn't think, because this is usually if it's the phosphorus is low, we would suggest that you're not digesting the proteins very well. But here, I would suggest this is the bile, and this is, let's try to take care of the liver, do the iodine protocol. Why? Because here is another table I usually compare the test results with, and here's the signs of iodine deficiency. And when I see that many ratios signaling us about iodine deficiency, usually it is. We can do copper loading test for iodine, but anytime I see this, it confirms that iodine deficiency. Do you want to do some type of test that shows better indication, or we're just going to do iodine protocol and you see how you feel?
If possible, start the protocol and see how I feel. I've kind of like, when I heard your videos, it just made so much sense what you're talking about like the cells not absorbing and whatnot, because I've kind of suspected for a long time that maybe it's just my absorption. And even in doing the food log, I have realized that I don't chew as well as I should. So
Mhm.
there's a number of things that you're bringing up that I'm like, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. And you see, when we're not chew really well, what happens here, the food getting partially digested, and it sits a long time in the small intestine, and it starts feeding bacteria because it is very hard for the food to get absorbed when it's not digested. So basically, under high temperature, it's sitting there and start kind of rotten, and that creates the bacteria. It creates lots of fungus, and the bacteria and fungus, they create liposaccharides and these kind of like toxins that that make our liver suffer and then make our then the parasites start feeding on the bacteria. If they don't have nothing to feed on, they go right through our body. That's absolutely true. When we have strong acidity, there's many ways body can protect itself. But if like one condition under another, and it's like metabolic chaos. The things just, you don't know, nobody knows how the first thing starts. It's called life. And the longer we go, stress. When we have this uncontrollable catching of any thought in there, sometimes we don't even have the situation that is stressful. Like nobody killing you right now. Nobody's telling you you can't pay your rent, for example, or stuff, but people already, what am I going to do next month? How am I going to pay the rent? Oh, I see this billionaire on Instagram. Why am I not that successful woman like her? So all of this shit is literally like this on our brain that creates spasms, the blood not flowing, and through vagus nerve, our digestion gets blocked. So literally, we don't digest food, we're not pushing food, the liver is not working, the pancreas not working, we're not digesting it, and it sits in there rotten. Plus, plus the spasms. Every time you have a spasm here, from all of these thoughts and stress, there is a spasm in your bile, in your gallbladder, and the bile is not flowing, literally like getting clogged. And then it's the condition where bacteria start to accumulate even more. Because when the food leaves the small intestine, the bile starts flowing, and the bile it can kill anything, and it starts destroying things. So first acidity in the stomach, then bile, that would take care of all of the yeast parasites and all of the infections. But because everything stops like this, you're becoming like this in your brain, paralyzed by your thoughts, by stress, the same happens in the body. So remember how I said before at the very beginning, your body is a direct reflection of your mind. If you have too many thoughts, it's like bloating in your brain. You have bloating in your body, in your belly, literally. Like
And that
literally.
makes so much sense because that's been where I've been.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you're living scared of your own thoughts that are not really even true. Because future is not promising. Future is an absolutely bogus illusion. Anything can happen here and now. Anything, any miracle, anything. But people, it's like, remember your soul coming, your soul, like, it knows everything, that you want 5 BMWs, that you want this, that you want that. Your soul already knows. If you ever have a thought, ooh, I want to be like you, ooh, I want to have this house, ooh, I want to be a superstar, it already knows you want it. So it's like, already chose it. Why do I give it to her? But you're sitting here, well, I'm just a cashier in Walmart, but I want to be a superstar. And she's like, okay, let's make a superstar out of her. But you're sitting here is like, and you only see one way. I'm a cashier. So if I be very good at my job, they promote me, I'm going to make more money. And then what if I'm not going to be good and I'm not going to make more money? What if something happened with my child? What if something happened with my kids? What I'm going to do tomorrow? Shit, I don't have money to pay my rent tomorrow. As soon as you thought this thought, you're in this timeline, your soul cannot talk to you. You're like, oh, I just can't get to her. Just get outside the fucking stupid box. I'm gonna make you a superstar. But you will never choose the superstar path because you're so stuck in this one. That's why I say, please, you want to remove all of the crap that's happening in your body, remove all of this crap that's happening in your head. Stop the thoughts, become an observer and say, God, take me and show me. Like, God, take me and show me how it can be even better. Whenever you pronounce this magic phrase, that means it's a quantum key. That means you are like, show me how it can be even better. Oops, you're jumping from a cashier timeline back to yourself, where you can choose different timelines, but you're still not stuck into the manager of a Walmart, you know, because as soon as you get out of the cashier, you're like, whew, now I want to be a manager. Now I want to be a manager. Do not be freaking manager. You're going to be Hollywood star. Stop creating your future. You see how it works?
Yeah.
So we're going back, and we're going back to not thinking, and whatever comes to you, saying, "Ooh, good, how it can be even better," you know. And then your soul a little bit start testing you, because it wants you to finally open up and become the creator of your own world. Okay, because it doesn't want you just always take everything from her and just doing nothing, because, you know, if people get everything in their life, they're becoming stagnant. I mean, what is that famous singer who killed herself? I'm like, she was like, oh, how many of them kill themselves when they have everything, right?
Mhm.
So your soul doesn't want you to just don't do anything and get like ridiculous, but it wants you to become a freaking somebody with their own code of respect to let me think about how to. So you could create your own world. You need to choose what works and what doesn't work for you. So for example, if you don't want to see world where there's a lot of plastic, just choose the world that, you know, that sorting the plastic out or something like this. But you don't want to concentrate on what you don't want to see. You say how it can be even better. And then it starts giving you another thing. Okay, babe, then how about this? And you're like, okay, how it can be even better. What about this? Okay, and don't put too much in it, and don't, and it's gonna send you, I don't know, job instead of the Walmart. It's gonna send you job in, I don't know, a resort, manager of a resort. You're like, okay, how it can be even better. Oops, it's gonna send you the job in some kind of like somebody gonna come and tell you, hey babe, I like how you look, why don't you be a photo model for our magazine? You're like, okay, cool, I deserve it, how it can be even better. And oops, the manager like of a movie come and say, oh, I've been looking for you my whole life, you are the star. You see how it is?
Yeah.
So from the manager, from the stupid cashier, stupid, I'm sorry, cashiers, from a girl who's just working as a cashier, all of them can become superstar, all of us, right?
Mhm.
And we don't, all of us want, you know, and it's like, I was building my career, I'm telling you honest, like I'm invited to podcasts, to this and that, and I realized it's boring for me now. I don't want it anymore. I was about to become a speaker. I was about to become like really go after this. And I realized I don't want it no more, because right now as a humanity, we get to the period for us who woke up souls, and you're one of them, very badass one. We have to choose what we really love. Maybe, and right now I'm a transition like, okay, show me how it can be even better. Okay. So I want you to do the same. And right now in March, don't do anything, just relax and repeat like a broken record, how it can be even better, and enjoy the moment here and now. Remove shit from your body, from your brain, from your house, because remember, your brain is your body is your house. Everything else is an illusion that can change in one day. I promise you, there's a one day quantum leap, but it has to be here and now. Whatever comes, you say, okay, if I like it. The thought came, you're going to Bali. Okay. You found the ticket and saying, imagine how it can be even better. God, show me. I love you. That's all you need. Okay. And enjoying here and now. As soon as you start, oh, how I'm going to get to the Bali? What if I this? It's all gone.
All right.
Okay. Because it's going to be another day, and they're going to deliver to you your way. They're going to deliver to you your way. But it doesn't mean that you have to be like, useless sausage and don't do any effort. You have to not creating what you're gonna be tomorrow. What can you do today? How can you enjoy it today? The thought of a Bali sounds good. I'm gonna look at the tickets. I'm gonna open and even see, you know, I'm gonna open. Yeah, pictures look good. Shit, look at the weather. No, it's too hot. No, I don't want it. You know, that's pretty easy. That's what you do. But here and now, the quantum leap always happen here and now. And then you will see, because everything that you created in your life, everything you don't like, you created it. It's time to uncreate it and create what you like. And I'm showing you the way, okay? So with this, a little bit of signs of copper toxicity, I wouldn't even call it copper toxicity. It's only indication the liver is a little bit tired. That's it, okay? So we're gonna move what's happening in the liver, everything that we knew about minerals that was for the old bodies, for the carbon bodies, meat, lots of meat. We're gonna have silicon bodies. The body is gonna transition. Like a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people don't eat and don't drink. A lot of people just eat powders and thrive. A lot of people, you know, it's whatever you fancy, and you'll find yours. It's always the upgrade. Removing what doesn't belong there and giving it minerals is the key right now, okay? That's what we're doing in the course. So good ratio for copper molybdenum. Okay, good ratio here. Your hormones doing pretty well. As soon as we help the body to do its job, it's going to do the right type of job. Really good, really good. Here is good. Here, you tired. And why you tired? Sometimes bloating and spasms. It's because of the brain is like this, the gallbladder and liver. That's what we're going to take care of. And what we're going to do is that calcification of the cell happening a little bit. So you become too hard. That means too hard on yourself. Too freaking hard. We need it as a woman. We need to make that cell membrane and that cell fluid, open it up. Okay. So the hormones can get in, toxins can get out. We'll stop this stuff, spasm, stagnation, and all of this stuff. And how we do it? We do it as women. Enjoy here and now. How can it be even better for the God? Show me the future right now, here and now. How can I make it even better? My house more comfortable, throw away the shit. My clothes more sexy and fitting me. Do I look super sexy in it? If not, gotta go. Is my workplace is super comfortable? Yes. Do I like my job or not? Not. God, show me how it can be even better. I made a decision. I do not like my job. Show me how it can be even better. This is the quantum key. Okay. What do I like right now? Oh, I like painting. I'm getting on Amazon, getting me a painting kit. You never know. In a week, all of a sudden you have a talent for painting. And you're like, shit. And somebody comes and says, what? You painted this? I want to sell this in my gallery. You never know. But it has to be, you have to do something you like. Doesn't mean that you might, if you like depend on the bills, you have to drop your job here and now. But you have to find what you like. Do it the way, like how I can be even better. Do it the way you enjoy it. Like put your, like, if I have to stay here 2 hours, I'll make it so juicy and comfortable for myself. How can it be better? You tell God. And just notice, 1 day quantum leap, 1 day quantum leap, okay? And I'm gonna give you the protocol for this, okay?